Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Positivity Push with your host, Antonio Santoro. I hope you're doing well this morning, waking up and winning with me, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on August 18th, 2018, 8/18/18, here at WCOM 103.5 in Chapel Hill and Carborough, North Carolina. So thank you guys for joining me. All right, so just a quick, first of all, Rocco, say good morning to everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
All right.
Nice to see you.
Yes, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. As always, Rocco is tried and true. So, as you guys can see, no guests today. And this is going to be a great show. My guest, scheduled guest, texted me in the middle of the night saying that he had to rush to the ER for his wife. So, prayers up for my scheduled guest. I will definitely reschedule him to come back on. But the show must go on, and I'm super excited about this show that's coming up. We don't shake, we shift. And so you're going to be hearing me talk about that and talk about the process today. We're going to be talking about the power of process. What is the power of process? And did you know that there is a process with great power? All right, so go ahead and share this broadcast. Good morning, Brenda, my mother, and good morning, Tilda. Good morning, good morning. If you will share this broadcast, have people jump on. Again, we're not shaking, we're shifting. My guest could not be here this morning. So it's just your boy right here, Antonio Santoro, just me. So I'm super excited. It's going to be a great, great show. So just go ahead and share this broadcast right now. Just click share and push the positivity this morning. Push the positivity. The positivity push. Here we go. Good morning, Miss Tilda. Thank you for joining me. If you've not shared, go ahead and share, and we're about to start this thing. About to start this. Here we go. You know what? I may do Periscope. Good morning to everybody. Thanks for joining me on the Positivity Push. My guest could not make it this morning, so it's just me in the studio, and I'm glad that you guys are joining me to support and making sure we're getting this thing popping. So I'm going to go live on Periscope as well. So share this broadcast if you've not done so already. All right, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? It's gonna be a good show. Good morning, positive people. Welcome to the Positivity Push with your host, Antonio Santoro, live here on 103.5 FM WCOM. It's time to wake up and win. It's time to wake up and win with the Positivity Push, live here on 103.5 FM WCOM, Chapel Hill, Carborough's community radio station. Also, on the Positivity Push Facebook page. Join me in the studio, your host, Antonio Santoro, live here in Chapel Hill, Carborough Community Radio. This is Antonio Santoro, host of The Positivity Push. It's time to be great at 8 with The Positivity Push live on 103.5 FM WCOM and on The Positivity Push Facebook page. Join me on Facebook.com and type in The Positivity Push and join me in the studio, in the hot seat, y'all. This is going to be a good show. Sit back, relax, and be positive this next hour. All right, good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Welcome to the Positivity Push, y'all. Thanks for joining me. This is going to be a great show. We're talking about the power of process. We all have a process. We all have transitions in life. I'm going through one right this moment, and it's going to be a great show. We're talking about their power, the value of process. Don't skip the process, y'all. You know that there is purpose in it. There is purpose in the process. And so this morning we're pushing you into your positivity, your positive life through the process. Did you know that there's a process to get to your positive life? Did you know that? Well, guess what? There is. If you've not shared, thank you so much, Miss Tilda. Appreciate you. Feel free to comment and question throughout the show. Show me some love because I'm in this solo. I'm riding solo this morning. My guest could not make it, but it's all good. We lift up prayers for him and his family as some unforeseen circumstances came about. So we know, we just push, we continue to push. I love this song, by the way. I love this song. All right, Aretha Franklin. We had to play an Aretha Franklin song. So yeah, y'all. So we're talking about the power of process, and I'm so grateful that you guys are joining me this morning. Feel free. Thank you for the hearts and the likes. Pump those hearts, and then as well as share this broadcast. If you've not shared, go ahead and share right now on Facebook, Periscope, all of that. Go ahead and share. If you want to be a sponsor of this show, go to thepositivitypush.com, click on Become a Sponsor. You can become a sponsor. I can give you a shout out over the radio, all that stuff. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Also, comment, ask questions, and I'll give you a shout out over the radio as well and tell you what's up. Good morning. Thank you guys again for joining me. Yeah. It's gonna be good. We're talking about the power of process. So yeah, y'all. Hey. Yeah, there's power in the process. There's power in the process. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. Much love to you. I see Mr. Artez is on. Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for pumping the hearts. Thanks for all that. Love this morning. Pushing the positivity. Share this broadcast, if you will, so that your followers, your friends, and your tribe can join in, right? Can join in and wake up and win. So yeah, y'all. So yeah, there's a process to this thing. There's a process to this thing called life. I've started a new business. It's a coaching business. And you can check out my coaching business at www.antoniosantoro.me. Do you need personal life coaching? Do you know people that need corporate coaching, nonprofit coaching, executive coaching, leadership coaching? This is your dude right here. So check it out, antoniosantoro.me. Good morning, Will. Thank you for joining me, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Y'all, this is going to be a good show. Vito is in the house. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the Positivity Push. We're starting off with Miss Aretha Franklin, and you can't, we had to give honor where honor is due. So, yeah. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you. If you've not shared this broadcast, go ahead and share. Y'all see these people behind me? They came because they felt the positive vibes. They're walking right by because of positive vibes this morning. Positive vibes, nothing but positive vibes. Y'all see this? Yeah. We're riding on the freeway of love this morning, y'all. Freeway of love. Excited about your coaching business. Thank you so much. Thank you. Feel free to go to antoniosantoro.me. Feel free to type that in for me, somebody. www.antoniosantoro.me. Check it out and book a coaching session today. Good morning, Timothy. Thanks for joining me, sir. And share this broadcast. It's going to be a good show. We're talking about the process, y'all. There is power in the process, purpose in the process. All right. So thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the comments. Thank you, Miss Janine. Shout out to Janine. I messaged her early this morning. Thank you, Janine, for your encouragement this morning. We need that in our life, don't we? We need that. Yeah. All right. Bum, 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 bum. All right. About to start this thing. Wasn't she a legend? Like, she's just amazing. All right, let's get this thing going. And that was Freeway of Love by none other than Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin, rest in heaven, Aretha Franklin. I hope you're singing your songs up there. This is Antonio Santoro with the Positivity Push. We had to start the show off with the icon, the legend herself, the diva herself, Miss Aretha Franklin. So thank you guys for joining me this morning. My name is Antonio Santoro, your host of the Positivity Push. And this is your dose of positivity. This is your dose of positivity. It's time to wake up and win and be great at 8. I want to welcome all the listeners this bright Saturday morning. Also the viewers, that's right, I said the viewers. I see Janine, Jessica, Brenda, Artez, Timothy, B. I see all these people on Facebook Live. That's right, you can join us in the studio. Join the Positivity Push community on Facebook and join me in the studio right this moment. I see Juanita. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. While you're at it, visit thepositivitypush.com for a little bit more about me, your host Antonio Santoro, and the show. Also visit all of my social media on there as well to be encouraged, inspired, and empowered. And that's what this show is all about. This is your positive place on the planet, located in the corner of Chapel Hill and Carborough, North Carolina. This is your feel-good fix, and the show and movement is to inspire, encourage, and empower you through various interviews and uplifting music. So I want to thank you guys again for joining me. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me this morning. It is time to continue on. And let me tell y'all something. I woke up this morning. So if you are a faithful listener of the Positivity Push, if you are a faithful viewer of the Positivity Push, I have a guest every show. I have somebody on every week to interview and talk about their overcoming story, to talk about how they've pushed through trials, tribulations, and life circumstances to get to the positive life that they are living now. And guess what? This is the first show that I don't have a guest. I booked a guest, it was scheduled, everything was great, and then at 3:30 this morning, I get a text message, and he had to go to the emergency room for his wife. So we lift up prayers for he and his family. He will definitely be rescheduled. So we're moving, we're pushing. The show must go on. And I want to ask you, is your show still going on? Is your show still going on? Is your show still going on? I have a comment here on Periscope that says, tell your story. So it's time to tell my story. It's time to talk about myself. You know, the show continues to go on, and I'm not trying to be prideful, but sometimes we hide behind other people. Hello? Sometimes we hide behind other people because we don't want the spotlight on ourselves. Yeah, I've got a name in the title of this show, The Positivity Push with Antonio Santoro, but have I ever been interviewed? No. Have I ever stepped out in the spotlight myself? No, I've always given everybody else the platform. So guess what? It's my turn this morning. It's my turn this morning. And I want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. We're going to be talking about the power of process. It's time to walk in the power. Walk in the power of your process. There's no shrinking in this season. Janine says on Facebook Live, it's time to tell your story. It's time to step out and tell your story because the show must go on. The show must go on. You can't stop at every hiccup. You can't stop at every flubbed line in your show. I'm telling you, remember back in the 90s when television shows, sitcoms were in front of a live studio audience? What if somebody just messed up? They keep it going. The show must go on. The show must go on. Last night I was in prayer meditation. I was just thinking about some things, and I wrote down no more missed opportunities. No more missed opportunities. No more missed opportunities. All right, I'm already speaking good, and it's early in the show. No more missed opportunities, y'all. This is the time to move in the opportunities you've been given. I could have woken up and read that text message at 5 o'clock this morning and said, you know what? Maybe I can just take this week off. Maybe they'll just play a replay of a show that I've already done. Maybe that's what they'll do. But no, I got up and said, no more missed opportunities. So what did I do? At 5 o'clock this morning, I wrote note after note after note, points, nuggets, wisdom. I prepared. And this is one mantra that I live by. I don't shake, I shift. Come on, somebody. I don't shake, I shift. No matter the circumstances, no matter the situations, no matter the issues that you may be facing, you don't shake, you shift. Come on. You don't shake, you shift. It's time to shift your perspective. It's time to shift your paradigm. It's time to shift your way of thinking. Because you could look at a divorce as something detrimental. You could look at something as you could look at a job loss as something that is horrible. That's horrible. But guess what? You just shift. You just move. You just move. It's time. It's time. It's time to shift. And I need you guys to trust the process. Trust the process. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about trusting the process. We're talking about the power in the process. Yes, my guest had an emergency and couldn't show up. But guess what? We don't shake, we shift. We don't shake, we shift. And it's time to shift. It's time to trust the process. I could have laid in bed and said, they'll play a replay. But guess what? No, I prepared. I said, nope, I'm ready for this. Let's do this. No more missed opportunities. No more missed opportunities. So I want to thank you guys again for joining me on the Positivity Push 103.5 FM WCOM and on Facebook. If you've not shared this broadcast, go ahead and share this moment. Go ahead and click share. Push that positivity over the airwaves, over the Facebook, social media streets. This is time to push the positivity and allow people to join in. So process may be a cuss word to many. All right. Nobody feels good in a process. All right. When you put fruits and vegetables in your Ninja and you go and put it on the blender, the process isn't pretty, but it tastes so good. I just gotta say it tastes so good. So the process may be a cuss word to many, right? The process may be a cuss word to many. Nobody really likes that, but it's paramount in everything we do. Process is paramount in everything we do. Everything we do. We must let things unfold. We got to let things unfold. We got to let things happen. A premature outcome is destined for peril and death. A premature outcome is destined for peril. We know that premature babies, if they're born too early, that they could be on life support. They could be struggling to breathe. What if your dream comes prematurely? What if that job comes prematurely and you're not prepared? What happens? What happens? This is the 8th month, a month of new beginnings. But with the new comes process. You cannot have something new in your life without a process. Can't do it. You cannot have something new in your life without a process. You got to be prepared for that thing. You got to be processed for that thing. You're not going to be given something you're not ready for. I'm already speaking good. You're not going to be ready for something. You're not going to be given something you're not ready for. You're not going to be given something you're not ready for. So as I mentioned, success doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. Your arrival is waiting for you. Your assignment is waiting for you. But there must be a process. There must be a process. And there is power in the process. Woo, Jesus, this is good. I'm filled already. And here I am calling on the name of the Lord. And this ain't even, wow. Okay. So let's just keep this moving. I am so grateful again that you're joining me on the Positivity Push live here on 103.5 FM WCOM. We got Miss Carnethia watching. We got so many people on Facebook. So join us on Facebook right this moment. You don't want to miss this show. We're going to jump right in, back into this power of process talk. And we're going to be jumping right in right after this song by Alicia Cara called. in the growing pains right after this song by Alicia Cara. All right, good morning to everybody. Thank you guys for joining me on the Positivity Push. Thank y'all for joining me. Positivity Push with your host Antonio Santoro. My guest couldn't make it this morning, but we're pushing through. The Positivity Push is pushing through, and I hope that this is encouraging you. I hope this is inspiring you. I hope we're talking good this morning. I was filled so much, I called Jesus over the airwaves. How does that happen? I was so filled. I was talking so good. I was blessing myself. And I said Jesus over the airwaves. But it's all good. God be glorified. God be glorified. So listen, welcome to the Positivity Push. I'm live here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and on 103.5 FM WCON. And listen, pain has purpose. The process has purpose. And I want to encourage you and tell you that what you're going through, the growing pains, you may not have arrived yet to your destined dream. You may not have arrived yet. But the process, I'm telling you, there's a process assigned to every new that's coming up in your life. There's a process that is assigned to everything that's coming up in your life. What? You got to be on point. You got to be on point for this purpose. You got to be on point. Wow, so good. Wow. You are the quest. Thank you. I appreciate it. So thank you guys for joining me again. If you've not shared, what are you waiting for? Share this broadcast. Share it. And it's going to be a great show. I mean, we're already 20 minutes in. This thing flies by. But y'all, I've got some notes. I was up this morning. I said, okay, God, give me something. And when I say he gave me something, he gave me plenty. So trust. All of this stuff is so good. We're going to talk about the power of the process. What is it about the process that we have to go through? What is it about the process? Why do we have to go through it to get to our destined dream? Why do we have to do that? So it's a good morning. It's a good morning. So thank you guys for joining. You know what? I should have prepared to open up the phone lines. Would you guys have called if I opened up the phone lines? Would you have called? I wonder. Hey, first time for everything. Why not? Would you have called? I wanted to just type. Would you have called and mentioned something if I open up the phone lines? And what would you have shared? I would love to know that. Oh wow, this song's almost over. All right, here we go. No Band-Aids for the growing pains. No Band-Aids for the growing pains. Why do you need a Band-Aid? Don't cover that thing up. It's time to move and push forward. Good morning, Heather Clark Dirks on Facebook Live. Jane Jenkins on Facebook Live. Thank you guys for joining me live here on the Positivity Push Facebook Live, as well as 103.5 FM WCON live here in Chapel Hill in Carborough, North Carolina. Come on and raise up. All right. Y'all don't know nothing about that. So this is a great show talking about the power of the process. If you want to sponsor this show, go to thepositivitypush.com and you can click sponsor this show. Go to, I think contact me or contact, and you can become a sponsor by emailing me and setting up your sponsorship package. If you've got an event coming up, if you want to put your name out there, your business, your ministry, hit me up. I would love to sponsor you. All right, so we're talking about the power of the process. Power of the process. Trust the process. What if I did not have a guest? I mean, my guest didn't show up this morning and I didn't have preparation. What if I didn't have preparation for my own show? I would have failed. But guess what? Failure sometimes is the best teacher. We're going to talk about that as well. But preparation plus opportunity. I posted a video earlier this week. Preparation plus opportunity equals great things. A big break. Your big break can happen when you're prepared and you're given an opportunity. And as I said earlier before the song, No more missed opportunities. It's time to leap out in faith, leap out in hope, leap out trusting the process, saying, you know what, I'm going out there. I'm going out there, center stage, spotlight on me, and let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. No fear. No fear. I could have laid back and said, you know what, I'm gonna let them play a replay of this morning's show. No. There are people that are watching, people that are listening that needed this morning. All right, so today is August 18th, 2018. August 18th, 2018. 8/18/18. All right, so when I woke up, there was something significant about that number, 8/18, and I think about this date here, right? I think about this date, and I think about a particular scripture in the Bible. All right, Romans 8:18. For I consider that the sufferings of the present time are not worth comparing with the glory that's to be revealed to us. All right, again, these are not the views of the station. These are just my personal views. But for I consider that the sufferings of this present time, is that process? On 8:18, Romans 8:18, the Bible verse, I don't consider the sufferings of this present time are worth comparing with the glory that's to be revealed to us. This pushes me into process. I don't know about you all, but if you're going through a situation, you're always looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. You're always looking at the hope that is to come. Knowing that something amazing is coming. Knowing that there's something on the other side of that thing. There's something on the other side of that process that you're being prepared for, right? So let me just go ahead and mention, I'm actually in between employment right now. You know, official 9-to-5 employment, right? I've got my coaching business that I'm up and running. So if you're looking for a coach, a life coach, a corporate coach, a leader coach, a leadership coach, executive coaching, hit me up, antoniosantoro.me, www.antoniosantoro.me, shameless plug. But I'm in the middle of serious employment right now, and I'm trusting the process. I am trusting the process because guess what? There's value in the process. And that's what I love, because I know something amazing is going to come. I know something, and you got to know that as well. You got to know that something amazing is on the other side of this thing. Always be prepared, and don't fret what you can't change. Jane Jenkins just posted this in the Facebook Live, that you can't fret what you can't change. Don't worry about what you can't change. So here's the thing. In the middle of the process, failing is inevitable. Yeah, go ahead and be secure in that failing and falling is inevitable. You're going to trip up, you're going to fall, you're going to fail at times, but we have to trust the process, as Janine reminded us. Your fail is predestined. Did you know that? Your fail is predestined. What you have, your fall, if you trip up and fall, it's already planned. It's okay. You pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and that fall or that failure teaches you amazing things. Teaches you amazing things. It bears much fruit. There is great gifts that comes out of a great fall. Hello? There are great gifts that comes out of a great fall. You learn things that you would have never learned before. Failure is for everyone. Go ahead and accept failure as a gift. Life just came to your party and gave you a gift called failure. Yeah, life just came to your party and gave you a gift called failure. Go ahead and unwrap that thing, embrace it, love on it, because failure is for everyone. It requires you to change your routine and remove distractions. You got to change your routine and remove distractions, because that's what failure does. You fall flat on your face and you say, you know what? I got to change my routine. I got to change some things up. I got to remove some people. I got to remove social media. I got to remove this distraction, that distraction, and I got to keep on pressing. Press through the process. Have endurance. Do not faint. Y'all, I'm in a season right now where there are times when I feel maybe discouraged, or this positivity pusher right here is like, I don't feel positive today. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Do not faint. Don't faint. Don't grow weary, because in due season you shall reap if you faint not. You're going to press through the process and get everything that is destined for you. The lessons are gifts. Yeah, y'all, I'm speaking good this morning. This is the positivity push, and I'm pushing you to positivity. I'm pushing you through the process. We all have a process. We all have a process. And don't consider the sufferings of this present time to be compared with what's ahead. The future glory, the future amazing gifts that are waiting for you, the assignment, the amazing gifts that are waiting for you, opportunities that are waiting for you. It's time to have endurance. Do not faint, y'all. Don't faint in the process, because the process is pivotal. The process is paramount to the plan. It's paramount to the plan, y'all. It's paramount to the plan. So here's some things. Listen, I know I've got interview questions and this, that, and the other, but I'm just going to continue to flow. Is that okay? I'm going to continue to flow on this thing called the Positivity Push. But first, I want to just play this quick snippet. It's called The Struggle. It's called The Struggle. And it's from Neo's new album called Good Man. It's like 30 seconds long, but I think it's so powerful and talks about the process. So let's listen to this real quick and we're going to jump right back in.
Changing. Once the change
So it's talking about a caterpillar
butterfly
becoming a butterfly.
Has to get out of the cocoon, and during that exiting process,
Are you guys liking this? Am I doing okay? Pump the hearts,
struggle.
share this broadcast.
If you alleviate the struggle, the butterfly will die without ever flying. If we don't have the struggle, then we can't fly.
If we don't have the struggle, then we can't fly. The butterfly had to have the cocoon. The butterfly had to have the cocoon. And that was called The Struggle by Neo. And off of his new album, it's just a quick interlude talking about the process. You can't be a butterfly without the cocoon. You can't be a butterfly. So I need you to go and reinvent yourself. Reinvent yourself. Go ahead and reinvent yourself. So I'm here in the radio station and I'm playing music from my iPad. You know, from my iPad, I'm just playing music. What if I came into the studio on day one and talked to Rocco, who trained me, and say, hey, I brought my 8 tracks. Yeah, I brought my 8-track tapes. I brought my 8-track tapes for me to play on this morning's show. What if that actually happened? Listen, even if you're not familiar with the new, like this whole radio thing, when I stepped in, it was new to me. I've never been in a radio station. It was new to me. But if you're not familiar with the new or the next, be the trailblazer. Pretend like you've already been there. Act like you've already been there. So this morning, whenever I got news that my guest wasn't going to be here, I was like, you know, I'm going to act like I've done this before. Because I have. I've interviewed other people, but now it's my turn. So we're talking about the process. I've been through many processes, y'all. Can I be transparent? I've been through processes of healing, deliverance. I've been through processes of employment, y'all. I've been unemployed. I've been fired. I've resigned. I mean, y'all, there's processes to this thing. But I'm so much stronger because of it. My faith is stronger. My hope is stronger. My dependence is stronger. Come on, y'all. You have to know that when you are going through the process, your foundation becomes really clear. Hello? Your foundation, your morals, your values, what you stand on becomes really clear through process, because you don't have everything around you to distract you. You're not hanging on to this person, your mentor, to say, hey, I need some help here. You're not hanging on to a paycheck. Come on, somebody. You're not hanging on to a paycheck for your dependence. Right? So this is good stuff, y'all. So your foundation, your morals, your values, your belief system, that becomes really clear in the process, because that's all you have. That's all you have. All you have is your morals, your values, and your belief system in a process. So you have to hang on to that thing. For me, my belief system is God. You know, I'm dependent on God, my Father. I'm not dependent on a check. I'm not dependent on, this opportunity or that opportunity. But no, I'm dependent on God, who is the source of every good and perfect thing. So it's time to reinvent yourself. Learn that no matter what new or next thing comes in your life, no matter what comes in your life that is new, you got to trust it. You got to trust that, hey, this opportunity may be my opportunity. This opportunity may be my opportunity to flourish, to shine, to show up. Look at every opportunity as something amazing. Yeah, yeah. If you're asked to speak at something, if you're asked to attend an event, if you are asked to do something very unusual and it makes you feel uncomfortable, guess what? It's probably for you. Hello? It's probably for you if it makes you feel uncomfortable. It's probably for you. So I need you to go ahead in this. Thank you so much, Janine, for that comment on Facebook Live. But redefining your mission and vision. In the process, redefine your mission and vision. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? What's the outcome? What are you striving for? What's your goals? What are, again, your mission and vision are your morals, your values, and your beliefs. So what is that you're hanging on to? Don't go based on feelings. Don't go based on your feelings, because your feelings can be fickle. I could be in my feelings about being in transition. I could be in my feelings about my coaching business not popping off like I want it to. I could be in my feelings about a divorce. I could be in my feelings about a foreclosure. I could be in my feelings. But your feelings are fickle. Your feelings will get you nowhere. Your feelings are faulty. Your feelings are faulty. All right, so don't base your life on feelings, because feelings will only disrupt the process. So there's some steps in the process as we learn the power of process that I want to go through. Reevaluate. Just reevaluate. What are your examples? What are your requests? What are your motives? What are the things that are really pushing you? Is your old season connected to old connections? Look at what you're connected to, because in the process, that could be what's holding you back. Yeah, that's what could be holding you back. There is a roadmap for you, and you have not because you ask not. So you can just say in your meditation, your prayer time, your affirmations, you could just say, my blueprint today. What is my blueprint today? What is my plan for today? What am I supposed to learn today? Yeah, I wake up sometimes and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to learn today? Teach me today. Make me a better person today than I was yesterday. Yeah, that's what you got to do. God gives us roadmaps, or your belief system gives you roadmaps, right? Whatever that is. Again, these are not the views of the station. These are just my personal views here on the Positivity Push. So do you have a vision for your future? Ask yourself that. Do you have a vision for your future? The process is not for the present, but for your future. Come on, that's good right there. The process is not for the present. It's for your future. It's for your future. So keep that in mind. The process is not for the present. This process is not for now. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, it's not for this present situation, but for the future glory, for the future gifts, for the future opportunities. That is what this process is for. I need you also to invest in yourself physically. Think about your health. Health is wealth. Are you prepared for your world tour? Because I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. If you've got a world tour assigned to you, if you're called to go around the world and speak around the world, you have to be healthy. If you're called to sing around the world, if you're called to do a book tour, whatever the case may be, you got to be healthy. So health is wealth. Health is wealth. Also, invest in yourself spiritually. Pray, read the word, have meditation. You gotta download some things in your life that make you better. Read a book that may push you and stretch you. Yeah. Also, think about your business. Go ahead and write out your keynote speech. Go ahead and write out and create the blueprint of the brick and mortar business that you're called to have. Go ahead and write that out. Draw out the blueprint of your new office. You may not have it yet, but go ahead and draw that thing out. You got to trust the process. There's power in the process. There's things that we learn while we're in the process. So embrace the process. Embrace the process. We all want to grow, but you got to water what you grow, right? We all want to grow, but you got to water it. You got to water the plants. You got to water what you want to grow. So why not water yourself? Why not water yourself with great wisdom? Why not water yourself with great investments in yourself? There's going to be a return on it. There's going to be a return on your investment. So water yourself. Water yourself. And I promise you there's going to be great return. Change your daily routine. Change your daily routine. That's the next point. We have this instant gratification microwave mentality. Anybody else got a microwave mentality over the airwaves of 103.5 FM WCOM? Anybody got a microwave mentality on Facebook Live on the Positivity Push right now? We want things instant, but the process is not for the present, it's for the future. And routine is the next step of your success. Routine is the next step for your success. You have to establish routines in your life. Are you waking up? Are you speaking affirmations? Are you waking up? Are you telling yourself, dang, I look good this morning. I have a sound mind. I got activities of my limbs. I am blessed and highly favored. I've got great influence. I am positive today. I'm living a life of my dreams. Are you waking up and going about your business without even addressing any of that? Because I promise you, that creates chaos. You have to establish routines in your life. So think about that. Change your environment. That's the next step. Change your environment. Did you know that environment was created before man? Yeah, environment was created before man. So there's got to be something important about environment. There's got to be something important about environment. Is your environment sabotaging your success? Are you going to places and being in places that's sabotaging your success? Yeah. So you got to keep that in mind. Environment was created before man, and don't self-sabotage. People may be scared of success, so they put themselves in places that they feel comfortable, right? They're scared of the spotlight, but I promise you, the spotlight is for your success. The spotlight is meant for you. The spotlight is meant for you. So don't self-sabotage. If you have been called to be around the affluent, don't be starstruck. This is something that I've recently learned. I have learned that if I'm going to an event where I know there's some prominent people, I never ask to take a picture with them. I don't take a picture with them anymore. I used to be like, oh my gosh, I want a picture with them. They're an amazing gospel artist, or they're an amazing singer or author. No, I want them, they're gonna be asking me for a picture. When you walk into a room, and they're asking you for the picture, you know your mind is shifted. So when you're among the affluent, when you're among the established, when you're among people with great influence, don't be starstruck. Act like you've been there before. You gotta act like you have been there before. You kill intimidation by changing your environment. You kill intimidation by changing your environment. When you change your environment, you're not intimidated by it. You're not intimidated by it. You're not intimidated by the giants, because giants fall. Yeah, giants hit the ground harder than we do, all right? So that giant of fear, that giant of intimidation, it falls because you're not intimidated by it. You're not intimidated by it. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Right after this next song, it's Janet Jackson's brand new song called Made for Now. Did you know that the process was made for now? You were made for this moment, and this process has great power. So stay tuned. Right after the song, we're going to continue talking about the power of process right after this next song. All right, y'all. Good morning. Thank you guys for joining me. If you've not shared this broadcast, what you waiting on? I hope you guys are getting some good nuggets and wisdom this morning. I'm just flowing this morning. I'm going based off of my notes that I feel like the Lord gave me this morning. So I was just writing about preparation and the power of preparation and what we can gather from the purpose of the process, the purpose of being prepared, the purpose of this thing, I love that point about not being starstruck. That's exactly right. Don't be starstruck. For what? They need to be starstruck for me. Good morning, Miss Swanshine. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead and share this broadcast. Click share. There's a share button somewhere on the bottom. Go ahead and click that, because I want people to tune in these last 10-15 minutes of the show. So thank you guys for joining me. Rocco, say good morning again. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Rocco's got a show right after me called Music Hall. He's a veteran here. You're going to be playing Miss Aretha this morning?
I'll play some Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, he's playing some Aretha Franklin. Rest in heaven, Aretha. We already played one of her songs. So y'all, I'm feeling good this morning. Positive vibes only, because it truly is part of the process. It's part of the process. Yeah. So wake up and shine. The positivity push And no more hiding. No more hiding. No more missed opportunities. It's time to step out and shine. The spotlight is on you. The spotlight is in center stage, waiting for you to walk in it. Good morning, Janine. Thank you for that comment. Great show so far. I appreciate it. I'm not even going by the interview questions anymore. We're flowing. I wrote some things, and we just we're moving. We're moving. Made for Now by Janet Jackson. This is a great song. Great song. So thank you guys for joining me this morning. Yeah. So if you've not shared, go ahead and share. Do hashtag shared, so I know that you share this broadcast. Hashtag shared. Also, give some comments. Thank you, Miss Carnithia, my auntie. I appreciate you. So also give some comments, some questions. I'm loving the comments throughout the show, and I'm trying to give you guys a shout out over the airwaves. So if something sticks out to you, if there's a nugget, wisdom, feel free to type it in, okay? Made for now. Made for now. All right, hashtag shared. I'm loving it. Hashtag shared. Brenda, my mom. Please go back over your nuggets. Good morning from Greensboro. Good morning, Corey. Listen, I've only got about 10, 15 minutes, so I need you to watch the replay. I cannot go back over all of what I went through. But I'm telling you, this is a power-packed show, talking about the power of process. I may have to come on here by myself again. I may have to do that again to just go over some things. It's really, really good. So thank you. Corey, share this broadcast. Hashtag share. And that was Made for Now by Janet Jackson, another icon in the music industry. This is Antonio Santoro, your positivity pusher, live here on 103.5 FM, WCOM, live in Chapel Hill Carborough Community Radio Station. So we're talking about the power of process. And did you know that process is inevitable? And while you're in the process, falling is inevitable. Failure is for everyone. It is a gift from life. Life, it gives you a gift called failure and says, here, do something with it. And what you do with it is the lessons learned. That's what you do with it. You unpack it and say, I don't really want the shame. I don't really want the guilt. I don't want the condemnation that comes with the failure. No, I want the lessons. I want the lessons learned. When you open up that gift, there's some things you may not want in it. That's okay. But pull out the lessons, because there's lessons attached to this thing called process. And that's really the value of the power of process. That's really the value of what this whole thing is about. And the process is not, again, something so important. The process is not for the present. The process is for your future. The process is for your future. On August 18th, 2018, Romans 8:18 says, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing for the future glory that is to be revealed." The future glory that's about to be revealed. So did you know that there's a future glory assigned to your name, assigned to you? The process is not for the present, but for the future. So we've went over some points on the process, just some points again to reevaluate your goals, to invest in yourself, to change your daily routine, to change your environment, and we're going to continue on. Put it in action. We got Tamika Smith that joined us on Facebook Live. Thank you. Cameron Joyner, thank you for joining me. Go ahead and share that broadcast. But again, put it into action. Write the blueprint of your life. You know, dig the ditches. Prepare for the rain to come. Prepare for the blessings that are assigned to you. What are you believing for? What are you believing for? Go out and open up a bank account and assign it paid in full. If you've got debt, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and, again, draw the blueprint of your new office that you're believing for. Go ahead and write out the speech that you are looking for or looking to give at a commencement address or a keynote speech. Go ahead and write that thing out. You got to prepare for it. So in the process, prepare for it. Go ahead and write out the table of contents. That's all you got to do. Write out the table of contents of the book that you're called to write. That's good stuff right there, y'all. Go ahead and write out the table of contents for the manual that you're called to write. All right? Also, change your declaration. Change your declaration. Stop saying, "Oh gosh, this really stinks. I really hope that I get a job soon. Oh, I really hope that I get this opportunity. I really am praying that, and I hope, and I really, no, stop that. You got to say it's already done. I'm so thankful and grateful for the opportunity that I've been given already. Even though you may not have been given it, go ahead and change your declaration. Go ahead and speak what you want to see. Go ahead and speak what you want to see. If you want to see abundance in your day, if you want to see the blessings of the day, go ahead and speak it. Yeah, I'm rich. I'm growing richer and richer by the day. Yeah, I am blessed and highly favored among God and man. Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. Again, these are not the beliefs of the radio station. These are just my beliefs. And I have to say that because, again, community radio. But again, go ahead and change your declaration. Change your declaration. That's really it. Those are some great points, some great nuggets and wisdom on how to get power out of the process. And there's great value in it. There is great value in the process. Great value in the process. So I want you to think about that there are great lessons to be learned. There's great wisdom that's attached to the process. And you have to understand that the process is super important. It's super important. No matter what your success is, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to know that the process is paramount, not for the present, but for the future. And that's really what this is all about. So again, I hope that these were great action points. I hope that you got to identify the situation, reevaluate your goals, your dreams, figure out what in the process has failed. Why did you make the mistake? Why did you fall? It's okay. Again, failure is inevitable. Failure happens to everybody, but you got to know why. You got to identify it. Understand your ideal outcome. Do you need to adjust some things? Do you need to adjust some people in your life? Do you need to adjust some situations? There's great value in the process. Exactly. Swanshine reminded us here in Facebook Live, the broadcast, and build the new process. If it didn't work out the first time, pick yourself up and try again. Aaliyah, the great Aaliyah, rest in heaven, Aaliyah, said to pick yourself up and try again. You got to try again. Dust yourself off because, again, the fall happens to everybody. The fall happens to everybody. So again, we're talking about the power of process. I hope that you feel empowered by your process, embracing the process and say, you know what? This isn't for the present. It's for my future. It's for the assignment and the purpose that I'm called to. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. I can't believe this hour has flown by, but we're going to wrap this thing up right after this next song called Hello, Good Morning by Diddy, Dirty Money, and T.I. It's a good feel-good song because, again, it's your feel-good fix. Live here on 103.5 FM WCOM, The Positivity Push. We're going to wrap this thing up right after this song. All right, y'all. I can't believe this hour has flown by, and I'm grateful that you guys have been with me. Thank you for Periscope. Thank you for pumping those hearts. But I'm grateful that you guys have been with me through this journey, through this ride. I'm grateful for it. I mean, I've had this show for about 6 months now, and I've had a guest on every show. But this show right here is just your boy right here, Antonio Santoro. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this show. We're going to wrap this up right after this song. Hello, Good Morning by Diddy and Dirty Money and T.I. It's a good show. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Annie. Thank you guys for joining me. Share this broadcast and watch the replay. Watch the replay because I'm telling you, I gave some good stuff today, y'all. I gave some good nuggets and wisdom. So I feel good about this show. It's been good. And what if I had laid in bed this morning? What if I had laid in bed and said, you know what? They can play a replay. They can play a replay of my show. What if I did that? You would have missed out on some great nuggets and wisdom. I would have missed out on stepping out by myself and grew as a show host, right? Rocco, what do you think? You've heard a little bit.
I think you've had a good show.
Thank you.
Terrific.
See, and Rocco's been in radio for how long? 30 years?
I first started in 1961.
1961, 40 years ago, right? And if he says that this has been good, I love it as well. So Again, it's not about people's views and opinions, but I feel good that you all have gotten something out of this. So, hello, good morning. We're about to wrap this up, so let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. If you've not shared, go ahead and share this broadcast. Get all your friends on board. Push the positivity out. And no more missed opportunities. No more missed opportunities. I would have missed this opportunity. You would have missed this opportunity if I'd stayed in bed and been like, oh, I'm scared to do this by myself. No.
Antonio, you rose to the occasion.
This
was
it.
not easy.
That's it. I rose to the occasion.
And
Give me a high five, Rocco.
You got the job done.
Hey, I got the job done. And you can as well, right? You can as well. You can get the job done. Rise to the occasion. It's hard to do a show of just talk by yourself, right?
You did it.
But I've done it. Brush your shoulders off. I did it. I did it. Thank you, Rocco, for that. He's been in radio for 40 years, y'all, so he knows the deal. He knows the deal. It's good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. So, we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna let Rocco take over. But let's wrap it up. And that was good morning. Hello, good morning from Diddy and Dirty Money and T.I. You're listening to The Positivity Push with your host Antonio Santoro live on 103.5 FM WCOM in Chapel Hill and Carborough, North Carolina. So, y'all, that's pretty much it. The power of the process. We talked about the power of the process. We talked about the importance of preparing for your next, and that the process is not for the present, but for your future. The process is not for your situation now. It's for your next. And so, guys, I hope that you have gotten something amazing out of this show this morning. I hope that you have gained some great clarity, insights, some nuggets, some principles to apply to your process, because we all have a process. We're all waiting for something amazing to happen in our lives. And it's going to happen if we embrace the process. What you resist continues to persist sometimes. What you resist continues to persist. So if you resist that process and you're like, you have a bad attitude about it, you're sulking about it, I'm telling you, it's going to be a long road. But again, this is part of it. This is part of life, right? This is part of life. So thank you guys again for joining me live here on 103.5 FM WCOM. And that's it, y'all. I hope that you all enjoy your winning weekend ahead. I'll be back next Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with another edition of The Positivity Push live here on 103.5 FM WCOM. It was a pleasure waking up with each and every winner this morning. Every winner, because you're a winner. And I'm Antonio Santoro, your host, live here in Chapel Hill, Carborough, North Carolina. I want to thank the listeners, the online viewers and listeners on WCOMFM.org and on the Positivity Push Facebook page. Feel free to visit thepositivitypush.com for more information. I'll be back next week, y'all. Be great today and this upcoming week. And always remember, be positive.
Okay, let's stop this. That was a good show, Antonio.
Thank you.
You did. You rose to the occasion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You did it.
All right, well, thank you. Let me get out of the way. All right, y'all, well, that was it. I rose to the occasion, as Rocco says. So I am grateful that fear took a back seat, that intimidation took a back seat, and I pushed through this thing by myself. So I may have to do this more often. I may have to come on the radio by myself more often. If I don't have a guest, so what? It's okay. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for all the hearts. Thank you for sharing this broadcast and getting people on board with the Positivity Push movement. Thank you guys so much again. Thanks for pumping the hearts, liking it, commenting, being engaged, because it made me feel like y'all were right here with me. All right? So fear took a back seat and we pushed through. So thank you guys again for joining me. Continue to be positive, all right? And trust the process. It's for your good and for your future. All right? See you later. Have a good one. Be positive.